Have you ever heard of rocks that move all by themselves? In the scorching, barren landscape of Death Valley, California, lies a place where rocks, some weighing as much as a small human, seem to glide across the ground, leaving long, winding trails behind them. This mysterious place is known as Racetrack Playa, a dry lake bed that has puzzled scientists and visitors alike for decades. The phenomenon is so strange and unusual that it has been called one of the greatest natural mysteries in the world. But how do these heavy stones move without any visible help? Today, we'll uncover the secrets behind this curious case and reveal another fascinating geological mystery that still confounds scientists. So make sure to stay with us until the end. You won't want to miss it. What exactly is Racetrack Playa? Racetrack Playa is a remote, flat expanse located in the heart of Death Valley National Park, one of the hottest and driest places on Earth. The ground here is covered with a layer of smooth, dried mud that cracks into a mosaic of polygonal shapes under the blazing sun. It's an eerie, desolate landscape, but what really draws attention are the trails etched into the ground. Trails that seem to have been made by stones moving on their own. Some of these rocks weigh more than 300 kilograms, over 660 pounds, and yet they appear to slide across the playa as if pushed by an invisible hand. This bizarre phenomenon has been observed for over a century, and countless theories have been proposed to explain it, ranging from magnetic fields to supernatural forces. Solving the mystery, how do the stones move? For decades, the mystery of the sailing stones remained unsolved. Then, in 2014, a breakthrough finally came. A group of scientists decided to get to the bottom of this mystery once and for all. They set up time-lapse cameras around the playa and attached GPS devices to some of the larger stones to track their movements. After months of patient observation, the scientists made an astonishing discovery. The stones moved during the winter months when a specific set of conditions occurred. Here's how it works. In winter, rain or melting snow occasionally creates a shallow layer of water on the flat lake bed. When nighttime temperatures drop, this water freezes, forming a thin sheet of ice that covers the playa. As the sun rises, the ice begins to melt and break apart into large floating panels. This is where the magic happens. As a gentle breeze blows across the playa, these ice panels push against the stones, slowly sliding them across the wet, slippery mud underneath. The movement is incredibly slow, often less than a few centimeters per second, and can take hours or even days to produce the long trails we see. It's a perfect example of how a combination of natural forces, water, ice, and wind, can create a seemingly impossible effect. Interestingly, this discovery was both surprising and exciting because it showed that even in the most extreme environments, nature has a way of creating extraordinary phenomena with the simplest of ingredients. The stones do not move every year. It requires a precise balance of water, ice, and wind. Without one of these elements, the stones remain stationary, sitting quietly until conditions are just right again. Another geological mystery, the Moeraki Boulders of New Zealand. Now that we've unraveled the mystery of the sailing stones, let's explore another geological enigma, the Moeraki Boulders. Located along Kokohi Beach on the eastern coast of New Zealand's South Island, the Moeraki Boulders are a series of large, perfectly spherical stones that look like giant marbles or dinosaur eggs scattered across the sand. Some of these boulders measure up to 2 meters, over 6 feet in diameter, making them a spectacular sight to behold. But how did these massive round stones end up on the beach? The formation of the Moeraki boulders is a story that began around 60 million years ago. These boulders are what geologists call septarian concretions, which means they are made up of mud, silt, and clay that have been cemented together by calcite. They started forming at the bottom of the ocean, where tiny particles of sediment began to clump together around a core, much like how a pearl forms around a grain of sand. Over millions of years, these sediments hardened into large, round rocks as minerals precipitated from the water, creating layers upon layers of hard material. As geological forces pushed the seabed upwards and the surrounding softer mudstone eroded away, these hardened boulders were exposed and left behind on the beach. What makes the Moeraki boulders so fascinating is not just their size and shape, but also the unique patterns etched on their surfaces. Many of the boulders are covered in a network of cracks and ridges that form intricate honeycomb-like designs. These patterns, known as septaria, are thought to have formed as the boulders shrank and cracked during their long process of hardening and drying. The Moeraki boulders are also shrouded in Maori legend. According to local Maori mythology, the boulders are the remains of eel baskets, calabashes, and kumara that washed ashore after a legendary canoe, the Araituru, was wrecked along the coast. This blend of geological science and cultural heritage makes the Moeraki boulders a captivating mystery for both scientists and visitors alike. Why do these mysteries fascinate us? What is it about these natural phenomena that captures our imagination so deeply? Perhaps it's because they challenge our understanding of the world and remind us that there is still so much we don't know about our own planet. The sailing stones of Death Valley and the Moeraki boulders of New Zealand are just two examples of how nature can surprise us, even in the most unexpected ways. They teach us to look closer, to ask questions, and to never stop exploring. These mysteries also invite us to appreciate the delicate balance of natural forces at play. They show us that even in a world dominated by advanced technology and scientific knowledge, there are still secrets hidden in the natural world, waiting to be discovered. It's a reminder that our planet is alive with wonder, full of stories that are millions of years in the making. So, whether it's a rock that glides across a desert or a boulder shaped like a giant egg, these geological wonders inspire us to keep our sense of curiosity alive. Who knows what other mysteries are out there, just waiting to be uncovered? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Fact Fusion, and click the bell icon to stay updated on our latest content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.